Alright, I am so bored because I've been sitting at home for 7 days, getting better and not working, and I'm used to doing something all the time. So I'm pretty bored, and I realized, hey, I did not make what did I buy for surgery video. Now, I'm a little cheap, for one. I have to be careful about what I spend. With the economy the way it is, whew, and having 2 kids and trying to keep a family going, with your husband unemployed, I have got to, excuse me, wicked gas from some surgery. I've got to keep things simple. And I didn't want to buy a lot of stuff at the beginning because I know it's kind of like when I had my first kids, you have that nesting syndrome going on. And I know that that's what everybody does. They have that little nesting syndrome because honestly, the biggest change in my life since having the birth of my children is this surgery. So I wanted to nest, but I decided not to go crazy because a lot of the stuff that you buy you'll never use, okay? So I bought the things, the necessity things, and every time I get to a new stage like the soft foods or something, I might go out and buy a crock pot so I can make chicken in it or something. That's my next investment. First of all, I'll show you my way of whipping up my shakes is my magic bullet. And I absolutely use this thing constantly. I got it at Walmart, like 59 bucks. These are the little cups that come with it. You screw on the top, flip it upside down, and blend away. And I use it for everything. I use it for even my Crystal Light. I'll take and put some ice chips in it and then grind it all up so it's kind of frothy. And it kind of helps with my belly at this stage in the game, being on the liquid diet post-op. The only thing I don't like about it is you can't buy replacements of these. Maybe you can online. Honestly, I haven't checked online. So maybe that's what I'll do. Because I've broken the handles and I'd really like some more of these. Because this thing seems like it's going to go like a champ. Because I have used this for months and months. It's dirty and it's still working good. And actually this is what I use to whip up my sugar-free custard now. I just put all the ingredients that I had whipped up in the bowl into this and then dump it into the milk. Much quicker, much faster. Do eggs, omelets, things like that in there. You can do all kinds of stuff with that. Then my next purchase was some protein powder. And I went on bariatric.com. I bought a big sample pack. And tried all kinds of different stuff. Some were disgusting, some were great. I don't know which ones I liked and which ones I don't. And I think it's a personal preference thing. The one that I tried and that I absolutely liked was the Lean Dessert. It's whipped vanilla. I buy the whipped vanilla now more than any other flavor because you can add stuff to it and make new flavors. So it's more economical. For one heaping scoop, it's 150 calories. 3 grams of fat, 8 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 2 sugars, and 21 grams of protein. So for some people this might be a little higher than some of the other stuff, but the point is, and I asked my dietitian, the point is I like it, it tastes good in the protein. It's not going over the sugars, it's not going over my carbohydrates, it's not going over my fat. It's a little higher than some of the other ones out there, but I'd rather be able to tolerate it than have a lower calorie count, okay? I'm not eating that much of it anyway right now. I'm doing 1 scoop, but I'm not putting hardly any liquid into it because it's too much volume for me right now. Okay. Then I was sitting around, I was thinking about it. I'm like, there's going to be a time where I'm going to get sick and tired of drinking protein shakes, and I should have something that I could add to, maybe I could add to a soup, or I could add that doesn't have any flavor. So I went online and went back to my bariatric.com because I love them, and they've really treated me well, so I'm going to keep going there. And got their pure, unflavored whey isolate. It dissolves instantly as 24 grams of tasteless protein, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 fat, blends with small amounts of liquid, and it's only got 100 calories per 2 scoops. this stuff is great. The only drawback that I found is that, first of all, you can't put it in stuff that you cook. I tried to put it in the custard, and it like is a thickener. So you have to be really careful. It just comes out more like scrambled custard, like scrambled egg custard, like sweet scrambled eggs. So nah, not in that. You can heat up a bowl of soup and put it on in this, but be very careful that when you're putting it in to kind of really stir a lot, because it kind of congeals like cornstarch. If you've ever made, kept cooked and had cornstarch, but it has no flavor. I can't taste a bloomin' thing when I put this in the soup, and it gives me 24 grams protein on soup during my liquid phase, where if I was just to have the soup, which is on the list of stuff that I'm supposed to eat, it just, you know, the soup's got what? No protein in it and like total carbs. So this I would highly recommend to have it around to stick in things, and you'll figure out what you can put it in and what you can't. I've never tried it in coffee or anything, but well, I will put it in yogurt to give a boost in my yogurt, or put it in I'm planning on putting it in cottage cheese and things like that to boost up those things too. It works best in the cold things, and if you're gonna put it in something hot, you gotta whip it quick. Let's see. So there was my protein. I didn't go out of control. I did buy another bee protein. It was called Peanut Butter Cup, because I thought, well, I've got the, you know, the vanilla, and I'm thinking peanut butter cup. So yeah, it's okay. I actually prefer using this with maybe a tablespoon of peanut butter and a little bit of chocolate pudding, sugar-free chocolate pudding, maybe like a half a teaspoon of sugar-free chocolate pudding. Whip it up, and tastes better than the other.